guys, it's Rocky with Natural State Taxidermy. Today I will be showing you how to use our one-of-a-kind paint system that we carry here at Natural State Taxidermy. We offer it in two different sizes in 4-ounce bottles, or we offer it in a 1-ounce size here, which is also in our paint kit. You can buy all the paint kits, all the colors in one, at in a 1-ounce size in our paint. Few of the products I'll be using today is going to be the Krylon Matte White, Krylon Matte Clear Finish, so just regular diluted, regular alcohol, Dixie cups, and a 1-inch paintbrush. So what we're going to be doing today is painting this side of this rack that we have here. This is a complete set that we've made in-house here at Natural State Taxidermy. The rack and the antlers are all, and the skull is all produced here inside, pre-production. So, get started here. The first thing we're going to do is you're going to take your antlers and you're going to paint them with whatever color primer that you prefer. I like to use just a matte white primer, Krylon, or just about anything you can get your hands on as far as just a good primer to set. That way you have a good base coat to paint against, so it's not dark or anything like that. You won't turn yellow over time. So anyway, so you'll tape off your skull, you'll primer your antlers or your tine or whatever you plan on painting that day, and then when that dries completely, you can start painting. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some alcohol and just put it in a Dixie cup, so where we have a good set of reference to go back to, okay? And then we're going to put just a little bit of raw umber. I already have one open here, so I'm going to have to open one up. We're going to put just a little bit goes a long way, so, I don't know if you can see that there, but it's just not even a quarter of the bottom of the cup. And that would be more than enough to do this whole side here. A little bit goes a long way with this antler paint. So we're going to start. We're just going to take our brush. We're going to get some of that raw paint. No, it's not diluted down or nothing. Just getting a little bit on our brush. And I always like to start down here on my tines, on my antlers, on the base, to where I can put a good base coat down. And it looks thick and rough and nasty, and you're thinking, what in the heck is this going to do? Until we go to once we go to the alcohol here in a minute, we'll start pushing it around where we want it to go. So I like to go all the way around the bottom, the base of my antler, before I put any alcohol on. So what that does is give me a good spot to go back and get paint from later whenever I start pushing it around with the alcohol. So we're just gonna, and it ain't gotta be perfect. It's just pretty much just doing a good base coat all the way around there. And then we're gonna go to our alcohol Dixie cup. We're gonna stick our brush in there, and we already have alcohol on our brush, so we're gonna start painting up top now. Now that paint's really gonna start running on us, and it's gonna cover everything we want it to cover. Okay. So we're going to cover everything with this paintbrush. There's a little bit of alcohol. What that alcohol does is it kind of dilutes that paint down, gets you the opportunity to move it around and put it right where you want it. You can put it thicker in some spots, or you can spread it out. So I'm just going to start blending up our main beam here, and I'm going to pull paint from down here, and I'm going to pull it all the way up here. So that's where I was telling you earlier how I like to go around the base first. So that gives me the opportunity to get all the paint I need the first go, where I don't have to keep going back to my paint can. I can just go straight to alcohol each time. And then I just make sure my antlers are completely covered how I want. I'm going to roll back and forth here in my rolly chair, paint this rack real good. And if I feel like I need more paint, I'll go down here and get a little off the base, and I'll bring it all the way up here to this time, paint all the way up into there. I'll go down here and steal some more and come all the way up here. We're going to paint this whole little thing. And you don't have to use the brush on the whole thing. I actually find it easier at times to use a paper towel on these bigger beams, on these bigger tines. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Right now, I'm just kind of getting some paint everywhere that I want it. Make sure I got paint all the way out to the tips. So I pretty much got paint everywhere I want paint right now. I'm going to put a little bit more on the inside here. A little paint. And it's kind of like I said, it's not hard. I mean, my 9-year-old daughter, she can paint a set of antlers in probably 20 minutes. She's pretty artistic, but it's not hard, guys. It's really not. Super easy to use paint system, and it gets really, really good results. So pretty much we got a good base coat covered. I mean, it's not completely covered, but it's, I'd say well over 3/4, probably about 80%. We're just going to go to a regular straight paper towel, okay? We're just going to start wiping, okay? And this is when it's going to start popping on us and you're going to get the desired colors you want, because now you can really run that paint where you want it, okay? So, and there's not a lot of pressure going into this. This is just the weight of the paper towel in my hand on this time. And we're wiping and we're smoothing at the same time. We're kind of smoothing it out where we want it. We're wiping off that bulky stuff. If you want to leave a little more bulky stuff to make sure it gets the color, the desired color you want, you can. You're going to blend from this darker stuff. You're going to want to leave some of it and just kind of wipe the very tips like that. Just kind of twist. It's going to do everything you need it to do. You're going to get the desired color you like. So I've got a few spots that I missed after my first application. I'm just going to go right back to my paintbrush. I'm not even going to put any paint on it. I'm just going to get alcohol on my brush. I'm going to steal a little paint from right here around my main beam at the birds, and then I'm going to just finish painting where I didn't get as much paint as I wanted. And then here in a minute, I'll take and wipe all this off. Then we're just going to lightly wipe everything off. Everywhere I just painted, we're going to go right back and wipe it off, kind of real soft and real smooth, and we're going to leave what streaks we think we not want to leave on that antler. We'll leave, and we'll get the desired paint color that we like. I would say, my own personal opinion, I'm kind of partial, but I would say this is probably the best, nicest, realistic painting system on the market for antlers and horns in today's time. Like I said, I might be a little partial to that too. So that's pretty much it, guys. So we're going to be done painting at that point, and then there's your finished product there as far as paint goes for both of your antlers. Really good blend there. Paint matched it to the other side. And all I did was use one color, which was our standard raw umber. Comes in 4-ounce jars, or you can buy a paint kit and get all of our paint colors in 1-ounce jars. Took me less than probably 5 or 10 minutes to do that. Once that dries for a few minutes, I'm going to say maybe give it 5-10 minutes max. I'm just going to take this Krylon matte finish. I'm going to shake it up for probably 2 minutes. That's what it recommends. Shake it up for 2 minutes. And then all we're going to do is just lightly mist this. We're not getting heavy with it. I'm not spraying it to the point where it's globbing up on there. I mean, this is just like a mist. Like if you're using powder pastels on a turkey head, or you're doing pastels on a finished deer head, you don't want to just put it on thick. You just kind of want to mist it on. Okay? So here in a minute, I will seal this complete set of antlers. This is the set I painted this side here a couple days ago, and then I let that dry, which I just set it down because I knew I'd be painting this side to match it. So maybe 5-10 minutes from now, I'll come back and I'll seal this whole set with this Krylon matte finish, and it's good to go. Then you can pull your tape off your skull, and you got a finished painted set of deer antlers. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in today and watching this video on how to use our step-by-step brush on, wipe off paint system here at Natural State Taxidermy. You can reach out to us on Facebook. You can reach out to us individually. You can give me a call at 870-371-0584 if you need to order any paints today. We appreciate all you guys reaching out and asking all these questions about the paint system and how it works and what you can do to use it. So if you have any other questions, by all means, reach out to us or give us a call or give us a like, follow, and a share on Facebook if you would at Natural State Tax. Thank you and have a good